not trying to sound vain. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but, I mean, Tom Brady looks significantly younger than Aaron Rodgers, who's still playing and signed that one-year deal with the Steelers. Here's my question for you. It's more of a question about life, not just sports. But follow me here. So it's not necessarily about Aaron Rodgers, Danny, so you don't have to get all mad. Does it matter when you experienced it? Like, there's going to be young guys on the Steelers catching passes from Aaron Rodgers this year, guys that share the locker room with him, maybe a fan that meets Aaron Rodgers. Does it matter when you have the experience with them? Let me explain. My wife grew up in Texas. I remember she showed me a picture once. She got to meet George W. Bush. There was a flood in her hometown. And she's like, yeah, it's when he was governor. I'm like, oh, you met him as governor, not when he was president. She's like, does that matter? I go, well, sort of. I mean, if you met LeBron James when he was like a McDonald's All-American high school kid, is that the same as meeting LeBron James when he was 35 in his prime?
I mean, you can make the argument that it could be cooler.
Cool.
I mean,
that's what I'm asking. Like,
right.
All right, if you were hanging with Barack Obama in Chicago when he was just a local politician.
That's
versus
Dave Chappelle's story. Like, Dave Chappelle says he was in a room with a young politician. It was Barack Obama before he was president. And, like, I think there's some bragging right in that, too. It's not the same, but I'm just saying there could be a case where it could be a cooler story. Is
it cooler, less cool, the same, before, after, during their prime? I got two more primo examples, and I'll let you take over. I remember you and I, during the height of their popularity, interviewed the cast of the Jersey Shore, of all people.
Okay.
That's when, like, Snooki and The Situation and Pauly D, they were on, like, The Tonight Show. They were doing every main thing, and we had the opportunity to sit down with the cast. And I remember being like, damn, that's cool. But years later,
as corny as it sounds, they were the Beatles of reality TV at the time.
And years later, we'd get inquiries like, hey, do you guys want JWoww on? And we're like, nah, no thanks. Like, meeting someone in their prime versus not. It's like, if you told me, dude, I slept with this hot model. Dude, she was a swimsuit, Sports Illustrated, or she was a Playboy model. But if your story is you slept with her when she was 60 and you met her when you were like an old guy, did you still sleep with a Playboy model?
Dude, don't they say it's still a single on the scorecard? It's still a single in the books?
All right, Covino,
sometimes,
what about President?
Like the box score, all you see is the box score, and you don't know really what happened. So,
all right, President Trump.
Ahead.
President Trump. We saw him. He's hanging with the late, great Hulk Hogan during WrestleManias in Atlantic City. Bret Michaels, who we had on the show overpromised because he performed at the NFL draft. Bret Michaels won Celebrity Apprentice. Do those people look at it like, oh, I hung with the president? Or is that, no, that was like previous Trump?
I think they're all, and I know you hate this answer, but it's true, case-by-case basis. I think certain stories like, yo, man, it's still cool. Certain things they still can't take away from you regardless of the timing. But in the world of sports, too, it's like, and where Rich is getting at is, hey, if Aaron Rodgers is still in the league and he's so far from his prime and the Aaron Rodgers that a lot of us watched come up, is it the same catching passes from Aaron Rodgers now than it was years ago when it mattered? Like,
is an interview with Aaron Rodgers have the same clout? Does a catching a pass from him? Like, I just wonder if you look at it that way.
I know another example that you're forgetting. Rich and I had the honor of – we had our own TV show. You just heard a caller before. He listened to us on ESPN Radio.
Yeah.
We also had a TV show on ESPN. And hadn't COVID gotten away, it'd probably still be on the air. And we had a pretty good run there at ESPN. We worked there for over 4 years. But Rich says, yeah, but we worked there at the wrong time. But guess what? When the resume is written, when the bio is there, we still worked there, and it's still something we accomplished, and it was still a goal that we achieved. You know, you can't take that away. So, you know, just because it wasn't during the heyday of Dan Patrick and Keith Olbermann, does it make it any less cool? And maybe it doesn't. That's the thing. If Larry Holmes, right? If Larry Holmes beat Muhammad Ali, but it was an old Muhammad Ali, you know, does it matter? That's really what you're getting at. But still,
asking
you know what?
like,
on his record, years removed, if I went to the Wikipedia page and I don't know better, and I'm reading like, man, Larry Holmes beat Muhammad Ali, he still did it. So it just depends on what you're looking for and how you're looking at it.
All right, I have one for you then. Let's say I said Covino.
Yeah.
For next week, Overpromise, we have the opportunity to book Jeremy Lin. Do you care to talk to him now? What if it was 10-plus years ago and it was like in the middle of Lin's sanity?
You know, a lot of people
You don't think there's a
Caitlin
difference?
Caitlin Clark is more like Jeremy Lin than Michael Jordan. What do you think there, Iowa Sam?
Careful now.
Yeah,
Someone might say, cut your tongue out for that blasphemy.
I'm just telling you what some buzz is on social media.
I
get it. Like you want Jeremy Lin when he's hot, not when his career's over and no one's really talking about him.
Jimmy Garoppolo's fighting for a backup spot in the NFL. There was a time where, as a Niners fan, you guys made fun of me all the time. Like, yo, Rich, you freaking – I didn't say anything bad, Sam. You freaking love Jimmy G. And if at that time when he was starting for the Niners, that would have been a fun get. Now, do you want to talk to Jimmy G?
I think
maybe.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying? Like
timing matters. It absolutely matters.
I think Aaron Rodgers is like, of the 32 teams, he's in your bottom 5. Get this, in my opinion. Of the 32 quarterbacks in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers went from fun chatter and gossip to a top 5 lowest interesting quarterback.
Well, guess what? It's funny you say that because Michael Wilbon sort of went off on ESPN talking about how why are we wasting time? Why is ESPN or anyone wasting time talking about this guy when he's totally irrelevant? He's saying he's irrelevant and these opinions are irrelevant because he's not impactful in the league anymore. He's not the Aaron Rodgers that matters. Yeah. If you missed any of it, Sam, you got it, right? Let's hear it.
I'm blaming this network because every time I turn on all of our shows except one, I hear about Aaron damn Rodgers. Again, it makes it sound like I'm criticizing Aaron Rodgers. I'm not. I'm criticizing us. I'm criticizing breaking news. I'm criticizing every day we got to talk about Aaron Rodgers. No, we don't. Well, he's irrelevant.
Damn. All right, so Danny G, Sam, Covino, can you indulge me for a minute before we get to Big Poppy Trivia? I'm gonna rapid fire it. I'm gonna name a bunch of NFL quarterbacks. You tell me if there's more interest and storylines and promise with these guys. Okay. Guy that went
from
to
the
Super Bowl.
fans, from the fans,
yeah,
right?
From a fan perspective and from the perspective of us who love the NFL. Drake Maye coming back with the Patriots after losing the Super Bowl.
Drake Maye.
Yeah, Drake Maye. All right, who's more interesting, Aaron Rodgers or Josh Allen?
Josh Allen.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah. Josh Allen.
All right. Lamar Jackson, what he does in Baltimore.
Definitely Lamar Jackson, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow in Cincinnati.
No question.
Shadeur or Deshaun Watson, whatever they do in Cleveland.
The whole quarterback situation, definitely.
Yeah. Miami, who's going with why am I drawing a blank? Who's Miami going with, Danny?
Willis.
Well, yeah, Malik Willis.
Yeah.
Malik Willis. I find that to be more interesting because I'm curious what he could do when given the starting job. The only one so far is the Jets. I'm like, he's still more interesting than the Jets. Jacksonville, yes, more interesting than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Houston, C.J. Stroud. Indianapolis, the return of Daniel Jones or whatever they got going on there. Tennessee, Cam Ward. Like, I feel like every team, to me, I'm more intrigued by what's going on there than Aaron Rodgers. Like, the Aaron Rodgers story is like a dead story. Like,
yeah, and I think we proved something here, like something we already knew.
Then just to round out the AFC, Kirk Cousins and Fernando, Mahomes coming back from injury, Justin Herbert with his hot girlfriend, the return of Bo Nix from an injury. Every story in the AFC except the Jets is more exciting to me than Aaron Rodgers.
Now, would that change for you if the Steelers come out hot out the gate?
If Aaron Rodgers found the fountain of youth and all of a sudden, it's like, oh, man, holy crap. Then it's like, ooh, what happened? Did he find something? But
I'm sorry,
as
did
of
you
right
just call
now,
him Ponce de la Rodgers?
Ponce de la Rodgers? He better be Ponce de la Rodgers because otherwise, snorefest.
Well, timing matters, and
Ponce de la Rodgers.
In the same breath, you can't take away from these young players because when all said and done, they did get to play with the great Aaron Rodgers. Well, I'm sorry, they did get to play with Aaron Rodgers, just not the great Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, dude, it's like again, it's like sleeping with an old runway model. Not
All
the
right.
same.
So,
All right.
hey, what did we learn from this, though? Maybe take a page out of the Wilbon book and not waste as much time talking about it if it's so irrelevant, unless, of course, he's lighting it up.